here, most times when you work with a financial advisor, you pay for a plan. That plan is not a guarantee of anything. It's only a possibility of retirement. Most of the information contained in the plan you're going to pay for with a financial advisor is irrelevant, it's speculative, it's expensive, and the meetings are long and arduous. Okay, and so it's a lot like going to the financial dentist. No one likes doing it. On top of that, most advisors and companies are going to charge you $500 to $2,000 just to get the packet of paper, and it doesn't actually do anything for you. Okay, so when you get a financial plan from a financial advisor, you pay them $500 to $2,000. It's only going to tell you projections and arbitrary statements on what could happen based on market conditions, and it's all really made up. It doesn't mean anything. It's not going to result in anything concrete. Next year, it's all different. That's why you have to go back and get another one. So we've bypassed that whole system with the wealth creation formula. Okay, so we're bypassing traditional financial planning, and we're starting that by not charging a dollar cost. Okay, so we have 3 versions of the wealth creation formula, as you can see here. We've got the basic, which is going to be a 3 referral cost, the advanced, which is going to be a 5 referral cost, the premier, which is going to be a 10 referral cost. Okay, now what is the referral cost? It means that we're going to build the plan for you. If we're doing the basic, you need to send us the name and number of 3 people who are interested in hearing from us. They're open for a 5-minute phone call. Whether they work with us or not, besides the point, that's not up to you, that's up to them. That's not even up to us, that's up to them. If we build the advanced one, we're going to ask for 5 referrals. Okay, the advanced one is going to give you 5 referral costs, and then the premier one is going to cost you 10 referrals. Okay, now the reason why we charge a referral cost is it significantly helps us with our marketing efforts. We don't have to spend money on a referral. We know that 60% of them are probably going to want to do business with us, and it helps our team grow. And what that also does is it allows us to spend more time servicing our clients, because we're not chasing cold leads out on Facebook or what most of the people are doing. We're not door knocking. We're able to just continue working with your market of referrals and doing a good job with them and providing excellent service. Okay, so the other reason why we're not going to charge is because we have services we're going to recommend on the back end of the plan. Okay, and I want to talk about those in a second, but we have things that can substantially help you in what you're trying to accomplish with your wealth. And so that referral cost is going to help us market our product more effectively. And then we believe our plan is good enough that afterwards you're going to want to buy our products and services on the back end. Okay, so what's included in the wealth creation formula? Let me break this down with the basic, the advanced, and the premier. Okay, the basic is going to give you these categories. You're going to get the proven strategies of the top 1%. You will get a real world financial statement built out for you. You'll get a protection analysis designed for you from our company, and also a debt elimination report. If you do the advanced, you're going to get all of those things, including investment and cash flow analysis, investment projections, a comprehensive action plan, and then access to our financial tools and investment resources. Okay, now what's the difference between the advanced and the premier? The premier is going to include everything plus access to our web app. We have an online web app we invested about $30,000 into to give you the ability to log in to your formula and actually make real-time updates whenever you want to on demand. Okay, so what is this really going to consist of? Like I said, on the back end, let me cover this really quick. On the back end, the reason why we're only charging referrals is these are some of the services we provide. Okay, and we're going to build this plan out for you at no cost. We're only going to charge referrals, and our belief is that we will do a good enough job that you will feel compelled to do business with us, because we're going to solve your problems with the services we offer. So we have different things from Wealth DynamX University in partnership with Grant Cardone. I am a Grant Cardone certified coach, #1 in the world. Legal Shield is a service we offer to help you with legal issues, estate planning. We obviously have wealth creation banking, bullion. We have a brokerage for that. We handle self-directed 401ks and retirement plans. We handle private placement investments, premium coaching and consulting services. And so those are all things that at different levels throughout the plan, we're going to offer to you, because it's going to enhance and speed things up for you. And so that's really what we're focused on the end of this. And that's our hope, is that we can earn your business on these services. Again, you're in the driver's seat for that. So if you don't want to, you don't have to. But let me dive into the plan. So what I'm going to show you here is this first page. This is included in our basic, our advanced, and our premier. This is called the wealth creation formula. This was created by Grant Cardone. Grant's my personal coach and mentor. And so basically, we're going to walk you through the cycle of how you're going to create wealth. And the benefit of this is it's going to give you clarity, it's going to save you time, and it's going to prevent you from getting lost. Okay, too many times people get lost because they go around pursuing different things financially, never knowing what their purpose is. So we're going to help you define what wealth looks like for you and then walk you through the exact steps to achieve it. So again, that's in all three versions. Now, this next page is your financial statement. This is just a sample statement of a financial statement that we put together, but we're going to run through your income. We're going to run through your expenses. We're going to run through your cash flow statement, whether you're at a surplus or a shortfall, assets, liabilities, the entire financial picture. But here's the thing. We're a little bit unique with some of these numbers. We have an analysis that we put together that's based on the historical numbers of the top 1% of wealth. We're going to build that out for you, and we're actually going to give you a real-time head-to-head comparison on where you're at versus where the top 1% are at historically. So you're going to see a real projection on, all right, this is how I'm doing. This is how close I am to being where I need to get. You're going to see all of these things play out for you. And basically, it's going to give you clarity on what decisions are going to improve your financial statement, what decisions aren't. It's going to help you decide, should I invest? Should I be saving? Do I need to be increasing my income? Should I be trying to lower my taxes? This guy should be. Okay, so this is everything we're covering just on the first page. Okay, this is included in all three versions. We'll also run a protection analysis for you. So we're going to look at all the insurances and protections that you should own versus what you do own. We have a formula called DITI that stands for that's DITI, that stands for debt, insurance, taxes, and investments. Okay, and what we see with our clients when we work with them is between those four categories, most people are overspending by about $1,500 to $500 per month. So what that means is that this report, including the debt analysis and our financial statement, are going to show you how to free up money that's going towards your debt, money that's going towards insurance costs, money that you're overpaying in taxes, and money that's going to investment expenses that doesn't need to be. And when we work with clients on average, we can help them free up anywhere from $500 to $1,500 per month. And that money, by the way, can now go towards saving up for your next investment. Okay. Now with the debt report, we're going to go through and find out the exact way to pay off your debt to save you the most interest, get you out the soonest, and still have money left over at the end, guys. This is the big difference. Most people, when they pay off their debt, they're broke at the end. We're putting together a plan for you on the debt analysis where when you pay off the debt, you've got money. The reason why that's important is because you went into debt in the first place because you were broke. So if you pay off all your debt and you're still broke, guess what's going to happen? You're going to go right back in debt. Okay, so these two pages, the insurance analysis, protection analysis, and the debt analysis, these are included in all three versions. Okay, now the next page here, this is only included in the advanced program, the advanced and the premier. We're going to go through a financial independence net cash flow analysis for you. We'll determine how much money you need per month in cash flow to be financially free. We're going to look at what you have going on versus what you need to have going on, what that money needs to be in the future in order for you to have not only your passive income, but keep pace with taxes, inflation, reinvesting. And we're going to put together a chart so that you know whether or not you're on track. Okay, so in this example, the red line is where the client needs to be. The green line is where they're at. As you can see, we got some work to do. But as soon as that green line, the trend of it outpaces the red line, we know you're on point to be financially free. We will break this down in a spreadsheet style comparison to show you your cash flow needs, current cash flow, what you have invested. And the benefit here is we will be able to predict year by year the exact dollar amount that you'll need in cash flow to be financially free, and then help you achieve that number with your investment goals. Okay. And so, for example, you know, this person needs $81,000 at age 34, but because of inflation, at age 44, they need $111,000. Okay, so they're not equipped for that. By the time they get there, if they haven't prepared ahead of time, they're going to run out of money, or they're going to have a negative cash flow going on where they won't be able to make ends meet because they didn't have enough coming in from their investments. And guess what? They're going to have to go back to work, which defeats the whole point of doing this. Now, to top things off with this, we're also going to run in the advanced and the premier an investment analysis. Okay, so this is an example of somebody saving in a 401k. So we're going to look at where is your money being invested currently versus doing a deal with Wealth DynamX. We offer different investments and different services. So we're going to look at what if you did something with us instead. So this person had 122 grand in their 401k. They're putting in 2250 per month. Okay, they're doing that for the next 10 years. And we're going to show off the bat, what are your fees? They're paying about $8,100 total in front end fees to put money in their 401k. Okay, they're literally paying somebody else to let them speculate with their money. Okay, now we're also going to look at what if you did our deal? What is that going to cost? We'll look at what is that actual rate of return difference? What are your fees? And what's the yield? What is it actually going to grow to? So we'll be able to look at a head-to-head balance on what does it grow to, and then we'll see what's the income paid. Okay, now what any investor cares about is what will my money grow to and how much will it pay me and what's it going to cost. So we'll run this through not only on your current investments, but future investments as well, okay? We're objective. We're not selling you a mutual fund or a 401k. We're going to be looking at just what does the math tell you based on our financial calculator, and you'll be able to see clear as day what's going to help you versus what's not going to help you, and be able to pick where you go with your investing. Now, we'll also give you kind of a flyover 10,000-foot view of your investments. Again, this part's on the advanced and premier plan. And so you're going to be seeing what do I need total in investments by the time I get to my goal in order to produce the cash flow I want. And we'll break down how much money you need to save inside your investments to get there. In order to save that money, obviously you've got to have income. So what do you need to earn in order to have that money saved? And we'll put the whole thing together for you, okay? Now, last but not least, we're going to have an action plan. So we will identify your goals long-term, and then we're going to basically set target dates and responsible parties. In this sample illustration, you're going to see you've got a 10-year goal, okay? You're going to have a 5-year goal. You're going to have a 3-year goal, a 12-month goal, a 6-month goal, and then you're going to have it broken down into monthly and weekly targets. Okay, so these giant financial goals that you have, they're not just going to happen. You've got to do things every single day, every single week for a certain amount of months, for a certain amount of years. What are those numbers? Okay, we're going to break those numbers down for you. We're also going to hold you accountable to it and make sure you've got clarity. Now, here's where our tools come in. Okay, now when you break these numbers down, you'll need things to get there. Okay, so I live in Alaska. I want you to think about it like this. I live in Alaska. You're with me, let's say in Alaska. We're driving to Florida. You're going to need to drive to Florida because that's the destination, right? So let's say your goal here is Florida. And if you're driving to Florida, at some point, you will need to stop and get gas. You'll need some oil changes. You'll need to do a couple of things along the way. Now, you can stop and get gas anywhere. What I'm telling you is I own the best and cheapest gas stations all along the way to Florida. So if we're going to have to stop and do these things anyways, let's stop and do them at my place because I'm going to do a better job and take better care of you. So on the action plan, we're going to have recommendations on different services we offer, and they're things you should do anyways. They're going to help you and speed things up, and we offer them at the best rates and at the best services. That goes all the way back up to this page here. Okay, so after we've done your plan, we're going to try and earn your business on different areas on things that will speed up your progress. They're going to help you. We have hundreds of clients that we're working with on these very services. Okay, so guys, that's again the 3 different versions. To give you a real quick recap, the basic is going to cost you 3 referrals. The advanced, it's going to cost you 5 referrals. The premier, it's going to cost you 10 referrals. The basic is only going to give you the first 4 pages up to the debt elimination strategy. Okay, so if that's all you need, it's only 3 referrals. You can sign up right now for 3 referrals. If you want to get more than that, you want the advanced, let's say, the advanced is going to give you all the way up to here. Okay, you're going to get everything we saw today, the entire deal. Now, if you're more interested in ongoing support, that's where the Premier comes in. The Premier is going to give you everything we covered today, including the custom web access. So you'll have access to the app, you'll have a username and a password to log in and actually manage your finances and have control. That's something we provide, like I said, for 10 referrals, okay? So I hope this video gives you some clarity. If you're interested in learning more, reach out to me. These are very critical strategies for you to have in place. Most financial advisors are not teaching it the way that we're going to teach it to you as your wealth creation firm. And let me know if you have questions, if there's things you'd like to see here. We want to make sure we add value to you on this. If you're interested and ready to move forward, reach out to us as well. So that's all I have for you now, and I will talk to you guys soon.